Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsader, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening and welcome out to Sager Field here for Class AAA Region 2 Championship Baseball Game 3, do or die. One team is going home. One team will advance to next week's Class AAA State Tournament down at Appalachian Power Park in Charleston. For Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports, Spencer Dupuis, Trip Tobin, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameramen tonight, Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin here as we get you set for this do or die game between Jefferson and Martinsburg. And last night, Martinsburg getting the best of these two teams, or getting the best of last night's game with a 3-1 victory. And we talked about it at length on the show today. Nick, when you look at the scoring, you didn't really get any RBI hits.
Everything came from either a sacrifice or a fielder's choice, which I guess you could still rule a sacrifice. So it was a weird game in terms of how the runs were scored. It was a intense game between the two teams. Defense was really good. The pitching was pretty good and got the job done in some big moments. And that's kind of been the trend throughout this series, even dating back to the regular season. You know, the score hasn't reached more than 4 runs between the two teams in a game. So we'll see if that continues, and it definitely has a good chance to continue today with Griffin Horowitz pitching for Jefferson and Carson Buber going for Martinsburg, and 2 of the better pitchers in the EPAC, 2 of the better pitchers in this series. So on paper, it looks like another low-scoring pitchers duel, and just going to come down to those little mistakes or those opportunities that you're able to create for yourself, whether it be taking advantage of getting stolen bases or just, you know, moving runners over via the bunt. So that, at least on paper, looks like the kind of game we're going to see again tonight, and this one's for all the marbles, so it matters the most. And
Tripp, you know, last night there was a lot of things that happened in that ball game. If you're going to unpack it, it all began in the first inning when, you know, Jefferson thought that they had thrown out Hudson Clement at third, or excuse me, started in the top of the inning when thought it was going to be an easy double play, but then it ended up not being a double play, and then they called interference on the play, and then it went to the bottom of that inning, and then that, with throwing Clement out when he wasn't out, it wasn't ruled out. That was just the start of everything that happened last night.
Yeah, it was a crazy night. I mean, right out of the gate, you know, Jefferson gets called for an interference call, something you don't see a lot in the high school baseball. You know, Connor Bailey went into second. Certainly he went in hard, and he came up with a pop-up slide, but he didn't go left or right of the bag, and it was you know, it was controversial. The ball bounced Martinsburg way on that particular call. You know, but Jefferson generally overcomes that. But then, you know, I think they really wanted to, you know, I think I'm not sure how to explain it, but it certainly was a stab in the gut when they didn't get Hudson Clement. You know, you'd want to be the team that finally throws him out, and, you know, Hudson's got a lot of swagger with him, got a lot of, you know, Martinsburg played a lot of Martinsburg football. Roberts played football for Jefferson, big rivalry there, so they had that emotion going there. Really wanted to throw him out, didn't get that call, and that's when, you know, those wheels kind of fell off a little bit for Jefferson at the moment, because they were just a little intense, and the moment got real big, and that generally doesn't happen to Jefferson. And later on we see John Lowry Sr., coach, come out and actually call timeout from third and go over to the bench and talk to the team, you know, talk them down, and he's just a great coach. He tries to offset you know, the problems before they happen, and he can see trouble brewing and he'll try to offset it. But Jefferson really did not benefit from any of those calls. Not that they were bad calls, it just didn't go their way. They were bang plays, and so, you know, tonight both teams are going to have to fight through that intensity. There's going to be a barrage of punches thrown. We'll have to see who endures and go from there. I think Horowitz is going to throw the ball well, and Martinsburg's going to have to, you know, play station-to-station baseball and get runs like they did last night through sacrificing. I think Jefferson, you know, can't overlook the sophomore Buber. He threw a tremendous game in Myrtle Beach, beat one of the best teams there.
Yeah, so Coach Byler will talk about that later in his interview.
He's certainly capable of coming through in the big game, and, you know, Paulson was just a warrior out there last night, and just we've seen some really
big game Joe, as Nick nicknamed him.
So it's just going to be interesting. You got a sophomore on the mound, a freshman at second for Martinsburg. Jefferson's going to start a lot of their regular season talent, and with a lot of games under their belt, 34, 5, 6 games right now, so they're no longer, or can you consider them inexperienced. Last year's seniors are gone, and this group's got plenty of at-bats and experience under their belt. It's going to be a great game, and you're going to see a lot of intensity because tonight is the game that's for everything. And one team goes home, one team goes to represent this area and state. It's going to be a good one.
It definitely will be, and we're on the countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. On the other side of this break, we will have the coaches' interviews. That's after this. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship game right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 3 minutes.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Welcome back to the countdown to first pitch as we get you ready for first pitch between Martinsburg and Jefferson here at Sager Field. We'll now get into the coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We're first here from Martinsburg head coach, the visiting head coach, Aaron Byler.
Bulldogs head coach Aaron Byler, and last night obviously the big win for you guys, an emotional win, and 3-1 victory is just a flip of the first game, big game 3 tonight.
Yeah, great win. We enjoyed it for a couple hours. All it really did was give us the opportunity to play today, which we're very excited about.
And Carson Buber on the mound tonight, no secret for you guys, and you obviously have all the trust in the world in the sophomore.
Yeah, we got all the confidence in the world in him, Spencer. It's a big game. It's a big game for anybody. It doesn't matter what grade you're in. Carson's pitched in big games before. I told him before we got on the bus, I said, you pitched against a High Point Christian team down at Myrtle Beach who's the independent 3A state champions. I don't think that you need to be intimidated by this game. It's okay to be a little nervous. Anyone would be a little bit nervous. And if you weren't nervous, I probably wouldn't want you on the mound. And, he's our guy, and no matter what happens tonight, he'll still be our guy.
And obviously, for them, Horowitz is going on the mound, and he's going to be a tough guy to hit. He came in, kind of ended the game on Monday. What's it going to take for you guys to get some hits off him tonight?
Yeah, he is, and I guess, when I thought about it last night, I thought maybe they might go Riley Morgan and try and steal some outs a little bit. But Horowitz has started games before. I think we just have to be patient approach at the plate and try to get his pitch count up a little bit and, make him work. He's not used to going 5, 6, 7 innings. So you just hope that you can get to him and hope you can get to a point, later in the game where they're forced to make a decision.
And then obviously it's going to be a close game. That's how all these games have come down to. And what do you think is going to be the difference for your team tonight?
I think the difference is going to be what we've talked about kind of all week. Who gets the clutch hit? Which way does the ball bounce? Who plays solid defensively? When the other team, gives you outs, you got to make sure you take them. You got to throw strikes. You got to try to win the 3-base game. And I think whoever does that tonight will be a regional champion.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. Anything else?
Thanks, Spencer.
All right.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
We're now joined by Jefferson head coach John Lowry Sr. And, Coach, obviously last night an emotional game for you guys. It was just a flip score of the other game. But what are you telling your team today to not kind of let that stay in their heads?
Well, we just got to go out and play again. You can look and see how the small things are magnified when the game's close. We did a couple times they get bunts down and we don't get the outs, or one time we had a ball in the dirt at first, we don't get to second. Another time we got a base hit to left center field and we don't get to third, but the trail runner may be getting to second. And those things are magnified when the games are close like that. And you got to tip your hat to Martinsburg. They made 3 catches in the outfield that have, that are obviously above average high school plays that probably saved us from scoring some runs, or prevented us from scoring some runs, or prevented us from having the opportunity to score some runs. Maybe that's a better way to say it, but they were certainly outstanding catches. Well, in our behalf, I thought we turned a couple of nice double plays. I thought, a couple of walks here or there, they would get magnified in a game like that, especially when they come around and they score. And but overall, it was a great high school game. I'm sure the fans are entertained, and they're probably going to boost the gate a little bit tonight. There'll be people here to see the finale of this. These teams have played 4 games this year, and I'm sure that it just doesn't escape you guys, but the combined score of the 4 games is 9-6. So that says something about the level of defense and the level of pitching on both sides, and it's probably going to be another game just like that again tonight.
And you talk about pitching for you. You're going to have Griffin Horowitz going, and you look at what he's done this year. He can do it all. He can start the game for you, or he can come in and close the game for you. What does that say about him as a player, and just kind of the availability for him to do multiple things and just be so flexible?
Well, I think versatility is a gift in any sport. He certainly is a versatile young man. He can defend, he can swing the bat a little bit, and he has the arm strength to go out. And the thing about that, when you combine his arm strength with his ability that he's shown during the course of the season to throw strikes, that plays very well at this level. And with the depth we've had in our pitching staff, we've been able to utilize him at the end of the games when, kind of shorten the game down to a 4 or 5 inning game, and then he comes in and closes it out. Tonight with what's at stake, he's getting the opportunity to start, and we'll see how that plays out. We got a couple other guys, waiting in the wings if we need help. I still think we have that depth in our pitching staff. So, again, it's championship baseball, tournament baseball, I guess you'd say. And, that this time of the year, that's what you play for during the course of the season to get your team ready for these moments.
And you talk about championship baseball, the other 3 tickets in Class 3A, they've all been punched, and so all eyes are on this ball game tonight. Obviously, it's a big, rivalry matchup between these two schools, and what's the difference going to be that your team's going to need to do tonight to get the win?
Well, there's championship history in both these programs, so that's again, it's just going to take us being able to take advantage of the opportunity that presents itself and play it one pitch at a time, and at the end of the game we'll see what happens. And before we end our little talk here, I do want to take a moment to offer congratulations to our girls softball team. Won the state championship today. I think that's great. They've worked hard. They come down. They utilize our building here to hit and so forth. And if I read it correct in the paper today, they start 5 freshmen. So that says something right there. And hats off to the coach and the team and the job they've done. And it's a great win for our school.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time and best of luck.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
That was head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, John Lowry Sr. Those were your coaches' interviews brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for this Region 2 Championship Game 3 winner go home. And we'll get you the weather, starting lineups, and pitching matchups. That's after this 2-minute break. You're tuned in to the Region 2 Baseball Championship Series on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back to Sager Field as we get you ready for this penultimate game of the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series between Jefferson and Martinsburg, both tied at 1 apiece. We'll get you the weather brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg.
It's windy.
It's windy. Wind gust up to 30 miles an hour. It's a nice 71-degree sunny evening here. A lot different than the 2 p.m. game that was here the other day. But it's going to get down to around 70, 69 degrees by the time 8:30, 9 o'clock comes around. It should be the conclusion of the ball game. But besides the wind, I mean, you're at Jefferson. You're going to expect wind whenever you're here.
And we're outside,
Yep.
so you can hear it at home. One thing you're going to see tonight, I don't think you're going to see a home run. I mean, you're going to have to really get into the baseball to get it out there, especially out of right. You might get something to flare over the field there and left, but nothing's going out in right field at the moment, the way that wind's howling in here.
All right, we've got the starting lineups. Those are now brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Trip, you got both starting lineups for me?
Yeah, we got Martinsburg is basically the same lineup as last night. A little change in defensive, but leading off the shortstop, number 3, Hudson Clement, playing left field, batting second. Number 4, Landon Siffer, batting third. Right fielder, number 14, Isaiah Morris. Batting fourth, number 27, playing first base, Caleb Edwards. When the pitching tonight, batting fifth, number 5, Carson Buber. Playing center field, number 7, Jordan Canby. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 10, Michael Lupus. Batting eighth, your DH, number 18, Jake Zittel. Doing the catching tonight, number 8, Matthew Osanovich. And in the field tonight, you're going to have Brandon Oviedo playing second base, number, I'm not sure what his number is actually. Sorry about that. For Jefferson, what was it?
It's number 24.
24 for Oviedo. For Jefferson, leading off, number 9, right fielder Connor Bailey. Batting second, your center fielder, number 6, Sam Wabness. Doing the pitching tonight, batting third, number 8, Griffin Horowitz. Playing first base, number 22, Sam Roberts. Batting fourth. Batting fifth, Ryan Hefner. Doing the catching, number 4. Playing shortstop, number 3, Kellen Kinsler. Batting seventh, your DH, number 26, Noah Carter. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 42, Daquan Shipe. Batting ninth, and rounding out the lineup, your second base, number 16, Josh Cienfuegos. Being DH for tonight and playing third base is J.J. Pavanelli.
And now we'll get your pitching matchups. And for Martinsburg, Carson Buber, the sophomore, 6-1 on the year, 1.63 ERA, 43 innings pitched, 31 hits allowed, 15 runs allowed, 10 earned, 43 strikeouts, 14 walks. And for the Cougars, Griffin Horowitz, the senior, committed to Army. His ERA is .58, 5-0, 14 appearances with 4 saves on the season, 36 1/3 innings, 21 hits allowed, 8 runs, 3 earned, 18 walks to 39 strikeouts. That's your pitching matchups here, and we've seen Griffin Horowitz, and I talked to Coach John Lowry Sr. about it. He can do it all. He can come in, save the game. He can close. He can stop an inning when you need him to, and he can start a ball game for you.
Yeah, the EPAC voting came in today, and Griffin Horowitz is the first-team pitcher out of Jefferson. So he's the first-team EPAC pitcher. He's second-team EPAC third baseman, and he is EPAC Player of the Year with Chase Herndon. So that tells you what he can do. He's just a great baseball player who can do it in the field and do it at the plate and do it on the mound, whether starting or, like you say, coming in and shut the door. We've seen him shut down a bases-loaded, one-out attack from Martinsburg the other night, and I believe that really led to the victory for Jefferson. So getting a start tonight, and let's see what the co-EPAC Player of the Year can do tonight against this Martinsburg lineup.
And one thing to note, I think we've seen him go 7 innings before, so we were kind of questioning today on the show, can he go the whole 7 innings and eliminate the pitch count? And he only threw 96 pitches against Musselman when he threw the 7 innings the last time. So if Jefferson needs him to go 7, he can do it, and he can do it at an efficient rate. He's proven that in the past. So I think that gives the Cougars a big advantage, but obviously this is the first time we've seen this Martinsburg lineup as a starter this year, so that could change things.
It definitely could change things. And Tripp, you have any thoughts?
Well, I think Horowitz certainly is going to be a big factor here. I think one of the things that we're going to have to keep an eye on here, you got the sophomore Carson Buber out there, who you heard Coach Ballard heard me say it already, that he can play in the big game. Martinsburg has Mo to come in. You also have Triggs, who hasn't thrown yet in this, so that their depth is still there. They haven't burned up.
And you have Zittel as well if you need him.
Yeah, so their pitching staff is intact. They're 1-1 with their 1-2 or 1-2. I mean, last night I believe Martinsburg could have went either way, Paulson or Buber. I think it was a must-win game, and they wanted to have that senior out there, and not that Buber couldn't have got it done. And so tonight you see him out there, and you're going to see, I think, if he's successful early, That's when you're young like that, you'd like to get in a groove. The older guys, they can withstand the barrage a lot of times, like Paulson, and work through it. Sometimes the youth, will get a little overwhelmed in big games like this. So we'll see. But I think Buber, who was a varsity player all year last year, lettered in varsity, got 30-some games under his belt this year. We can no longer really talk about his age. I think he's a really good baseball player. Is going to give Martinsburg a shot tonight.
All right, and that'll do it for the Cody's Auto Body countdown to first pitch. We'll take a 90-second break to cover the anthem. When we come back, we'll have first pitch for you as you're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Game 3 on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 90 seconds.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Heffley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back to Sager Field, getting you ready for first pitch here, moments away in this do-or-die Game 3 between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Winner goes to Charleston, to Appalachian Power Park, to the Class 3A State Championship Single Elimination Tournament next week, and the loser will go home and end their season. And Martinsburg, last year, were the ones going home, and I think that really has motivated them this year, I think.
Well, for sure. I mean, a lot of guys on that roster over there, save maybe, I think Jack Rasenweber and Shine Knott were on that field when Jefferson celebrated on their field with a big grand slam by Zach Rose, put a nail in that coffin on their season. And this year they're dealing with a different Jefferson team. I don't think, I've said it before, and then maybe some Martinsburg fans maybe get a little bit mad at me. I was around the team a lot last year and this year, and I'm not 100% sure that they felt like they could beat that team. Deep down, they played them really well and competitive, but this year their attitude is totally different. Even after they lost that first game, I still felt like when I spoke with coaches and the players that they felt like they had a shot. They've got a you heard them last night. We've got a shot. And I think that's the difference this year. That's why they're playing Jefferson so tough, and you've seen that 9-6 margin. They really feel like they could win, and Jefferson still holds a 3-1 advantage, for the season. But Martinsburg, they seem loose and ready to play, and Jefferson is who they are. We know they are. They're going to, play Martinsburg as tough as nails and everyone else they play. And we're going to have a great representative down at state, regardless of how this shakes out tonight.
And now Hudson Clement getting ready to step in the box. .430 hitter on the season, 17 RBIs, 50 for 50 in stolen bases. And we've talked about this for most of the year. You get him on base, and you have a very good chance to score. As we get the first pitch coming here from Griffin Horowitz. Comes in for a strike. First pitch brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040. First pitch at 6:04 p.m. Second pitch comes in there for a strike as well.
Nice curveball there. He's throwing him a fastball for a strike and a curveball for a strike.
The 0-2 delivery from Horowitz, that's high and outside for a ball, brings the count to 1-2.
Already they're wanting calls here. We're right out of the gate. It's third pitch.
The 1-2 delivery on the way, that swung on and fouled off right into the Martinsburg dugout. Picked up by Isaiah Morris.
Looked like Clement was going to take that curveball for a strike, and at the last minute decided to turn them hands loose and just took it out of the catcher's glove there. Fouled off of a home plate umpire C.L. Baker's leg.
The 1-2 delivery from Horowitz, that is caught looking is Hudson Clement on that one. Interesting strikeout call there from the home plate umpire.
Yeah, he gives it a little grind there.
It's a little low. It's not a high and
he's pretty laid back, pretty humble umpire. You got C.L. Baker behind the plate, Jeff Kings at second, Jeff Kings at first, Dave Boyd's at second, Buck Hoffmaster at third.
Now standing in the batter's box is Landon Sifford. First one into him is a strike after a leadoff strikeout. Strikeout from the leadoff hitter in Hudson Clement from Griffin Horowitz. That one hit on over to Pavanelli at third. He'll throw over to Roberts at first to complete the out. That's 2 outs here. 7 pitches of the ball game for Griffin Horowitz. 2 outs in the top of the first inning.
Jefferson's crowd's into it. They were Hudson Clement give him a little look as he walked back and shook his head, said it's going to be a long game, and so we're already getting some chatter out of the gate just to set the tone. Now you got the youngsters here.
You got Isaiah Morris now stepping into the box against Horowitz. That one swung on, hit into shallow left field. And making the catch is Daquan Shipe as he called off Kellen Kinsler. That will end the top of the first inning. Martinsburg goes down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned into the Class AAA Region 2 Championship game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back at 60.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Bottom first inning, Bailey, Wabnitz, Horowitz due up for the Cougars after Martinsburg went down in order 1-2-3. Carson Buber on the mound for Martinsburg, 6-1, 1.63 ERA. A total of 10 earned runs on the season, 43 strikeouts to 14 walks. The sophomore, and as Coach Byler says, he has all the faith in the world in him.
Yeah, that's his, and I think he does. Though I mean, we make light of it. I do think he has a lot of faith in those young men. They play with confidence. I think his coaching style is a little different than some of the others. Not that there's not the organization is lets them get away with anything, but it does allow them to be who they are, to some extent. And, and he knows they're going to make mistakes and let them play through it at times. I think that's why these young men are playing with confidence that they're playing with now, because their coaching staff has confidence in them. You heard Paulson say last night, that Zarnecki had confidence in him.
First pitch to Bailey, that one low and outside for a ball, just outside of the zone.
Jefferson in the home mustard gold with the burgundy numbers and the white pants. Martinsburg in the grays. Black trim and orange Martinsburg across the top.
That one high and tight inside there. So ball 2-0 count now. Bailey, about a .380 hitter on the season.
good as leadoff as you're going to see. You know, him and Clement are both tremendous leadoff batters.
And that one just a bit lower and closer to the plate, gets the strike call there, makes the count 2-1.
Yeah, I think Bailey reached all 4 times last night, so
he's a tough out.
The 2-1 delivery from Buber, that one outside and high for a ball. That was just a little bit.
It was inside.
Inside, that's what I meant. Just a little bit more inside than that last pitch. So 3-1 the count, the 3-1 pitch from Buber. That one a strike to bring the count full at 3-2. That is like the slowest strike signal I've ever seen. It's caught me off guard the first time.
Baker's not going to do anything fast.
3-2 delivery on the way. That swung on and fouled off.
Yeah.
Dead ends just past Coach Lowry.
You see Bailey kind of pull that baseball. As the ball was down, he just put a bat on it. He generally likes to let the ball get deep. He hits the ball middle away. You know, he's up the middle kind of guy, a gap, right field kind of guy, you know, a gap-to-gap kind of hitter.
Payoff pitch from Buber on the way. That one swung on and hit to shortstop. Hudson Clement can't make the catch, or can't make the scoop, and it bobbles out of his hands. So Connor Bailey on base. And Tripp, I guess we owe you a hot dog.
It was going to be a tough out. You know, he was going away from first base. And Bailey runs as good as anybody, so had he picked it up, he was going to have to make a tremendous play, you know, because it wasn't hit tremendously hard, but it did come up, and came up on
ruled
Clement.
a single.
Must be watching Martinsburg's game changer.
I mean, that was a hard hit ball. It was Martinsburg's, but that was a hard hit ball. As Buber looks over to Bailey, in the box is Wabnitz.
Clement must have
Wabnitz a 360 hitter on the season.
Took it in the groin area. He's kind of holding it over there. Oh.
A throw over nearly into.
He about threw it up the first baseline. Yeah. Edwards had to come and get it. So don't want to him advance the easy way. You get it down in there, he's liable to get to third. Should have get away from first baseman.
Buber looking to throw the first pitch to Wabnitz here. No outs, runner on first. That one in there for a strike. So the count is now 0-1 on this very blustery, windy evening here in Shenandoah Junction at Sager Field. Winner go home baseball winner will advance to the Class AAA state tournament next week at Appalachian Power Park in Charleston. And Buber again throws over to try to get Bailey back at first.
I think at some point Bailey's going to go. You know, I think he's just trying to get a read. You know, if he gets that jump, if he can get a read and get Carson, and if he doesn't slide step, it's going to be a really tough out for Osanovich again.
The 0-1 delivery from Buber. That one in there for a strike. Brings the count to 0-2. No outs. Bottom first. Scoreless ball game here.
See how Buber attacks these Jefferson guys. 0-2 with a man on first. You got to watch, keep getting the ball in the dirt, so you can't throw anything too far out of the strike zone. What you would like to see, you know, Wabnitz chase if you're Buber.
And Buber again throws over, and that Edwards had a walk out to the cutout.
Wabnitz has proved to be one of the hardest outs, even though he didn't get on yesterday. He sees a lot of pitches, and he forces the pitchers to come across the plate.
The 0-2 delivery from Buber. That one swung on and hit into left center field for a single. Coming around to third is Bailey, and he'll make it in there, and going to second on the throw is Wabnitz. So Jefferson's got things cooking here. No outs. Bottom first. Runners on second and third here with the starting pitcher Griffin Horowitz up.
Just a great read by Bailey. That's all Bailey. Ball's hit into left field. He's coming around second. That's his read. He's seen that Sifford wasn't coming in hard on it, and he just never broke stride. Then Sifford had to make the throw. Cut through the throw to Lupus. When he threw over to Lupus, Wabnitz picked that up, went on to second. So,
and Horowitz swings at the first one, foul tips it.
An error in the single, and then a little bit late getting to the baseball. Next thing you know, Jefferson's got men on second and third early.
The 0-1 delivery to Horowitz. That one nearly framed by Osanovich, but unable to get the call.
Yeah, Sam Wabnitz got robbed a few times last night, or at least on that diving catch by Logan Wilt.
The 1-1 delivery on the way that swung on, hit into right center field. Coming in on it is Sifford, and Sifford will make the catch. He'll throw home, and that was very close throw, but he doesn't get it in time, and the runner comes around to score, and Bailey and Jefferson will take a 1-0 lead on a sac fly from Griffin Horowitz.
Yeah, the throw was up. It was hit into short left center field, and Sifford come up with it and threw hard home, and he had him. Should he have got it down, Sonovich had to jump up and then come down. As he jumped up, Bailey went under. So you see where Jefferson's going to take their opportunities. The ball wouldn't hit that deep, but they're going to take a chance, knowing that they're not might not score a lot of runs.
Sammy Roberts steps in to the batter's box, the first baseman tonight. He swings the first one, and that one nearly hits his teammates over there standing in the dugout, but I believe got most of that top of the fencing there, that padding on the top of the fencing at the dugout.
Now you can see how important it was for Bailey getting that read and rounding second, taking third against Martinsburg, playing back a little lackadaisical.
The 0-1 delivery from Buber in there for a called strike 2.
Really no real reason for Sifford to be too deep in left where the wind's blowing, so you can see he's up, already. So I bet he'll charge the rest of the baseballs this game.
0-2 delivery, and Sam Roberts strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. Ryan Hefner, the catcher, to the plate. Hefner on the season, about a .276 hitter.
Hefner moved up around in the lineup here the last 3 games. He's been in different positions, I believe, each game.
First pitch to Hefner, fouled off again to the dugout. That's the first pitch of these last 2 batters have gone to the dugout side and nearly hit a player. Cienfuegos got out of the way in time.
Screamers over there.
The 0-1 delivery from Buber. That one swung on a little small chopper, and Oviedo will throw to Edwards to complete the out, but not before Jefferson can put up the first run of the ball game and take a 1-0 lead here. We'll head to the top of the second inning with the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Martinsburg. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back here to Sager Field, getting ready for the top of the second inning. The 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Martinsburg's Edwards, Buber, and Canby. And Martinsburg obviously needs to put the offense on here, as they just gave up an early run in these first 2 ball games. And as you heard from Coach John Lowry Sr., pointed out the scores between all 4 games this year, 9-6.
Yeah.
3-run difference, and Martinsburg got the best of it yesterday with the 3-1 victory, and game 1 saw Jefferson get a 3-1 victory. First one in there to Edwards is a called strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, it sets a tone, gives momentum. Martinsburg will have to do something to get that momentum back, of course, but right at the moment, Jefferson's feeling pretty good about
one delivery to Edwards, and he fouls that one off out of play behind the bleachers.
I think they're feeling really good about Finn being on the mound and their chances. So their lineup is probably as good as it gets offensively. So it's going to be tall task for Martinsburg, but they showed yesterday the grit that they have.
Edwards fouls off the next one, so 0-2 the count now.
And they have that confidence, they have that swagger. They've had it all year, and they've had it in both of the games, win and loss.
The 0-2 delivery from Horowitz. That one, a check swing, but it's a ball. Called a ball by home plate umpire
Big curveball.
C.L. Baker.
Big curveball there that he did a really nice job of staying off of. Chokes up with 2 strikes.
1-2 delivery on the way. That one hit over to Pavanelli at third. He'll throw over to Roberts to complete the first out of the top of the second inning for Horowitz, he went to that sidearm there.
He went submarine on us there, yeah. It's almost submarine there. And
he hasn't really done that for a while. He talked to you about that a few weeks back.
Yep, he's gonna unload that arsenal tonight. Everything's on the line, so he's gonna give it a whirl. I'm sure he worked on it in the bullpens or a little bit today, I'm sure, in his warm-ups, and felt confident enough to throw it. So he threw it. Edwards hit it.
Carson Buber, the opposing pitcher at the plate. That one a high curveball that just doesn't really find the zone.
Pavanelli so far over there is playing great third base, and generally Griffin's spot. You think that might be, a weakness, but hasn't so far. Pavanelli's done a great job.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one outside for a ball. 2-0 the count.
You've seen Pavanelli play third and first for this team, depending on who's pitching.
2-0 delivery on the way. That swung on and hit into deep middle left center field. And under it is Shipe, and he'll make the second out of the inning.
It's going to hang up there tonight on that side of the field. As you've seen, he hit it, and it just stayed up in the air. And then the wind just knocked it down.
Jordan Canby, the center fielder for Martinsburg, up to the plate. Canby hitting .382 on the season.
Canby needs to extend this inning.
First pitch to him is high and in the zone for a ball.
He needs to, not make this a second 1-2-3 in a row if possible.
That one in there, a ball. 1-1 the count here, 2 outs. As the wind gusts here at Sager Field. 1-1 delivery on the way. That one fouled off to the backstop.
Griffin Horowitz entering with that .52 earned run average, so very tough guy to get runs against. Jefferson holding a lead, and so far 5 up, 5 down for the Bulldogs.
And he gets the strike 3 call on the foul tip, so that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 goes Martinsburg again. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning as Jefferson tries to tack on some more runs after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Game 3 do-or-die game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back to Sager Field here, ready for the bottom of the second inning. Due up for Jefferson, Kellen Kinsler, the shortstop, Carter, the DH, and Daquan Shipe, the left fielder. Kinsler's moved from 9 to 6 in the batting order today.
He's moved around. He's with 2 there the other day, wasn't he? Now he's 9. Now he's up to 6. So, John, senior coach, has really has really moved him around, changed his batting order throughout this series.
First pitch in to Kinsler from Buber is a ball high and inside, excuse me.
Umpire Jeff down there, King is holding his hands out. Someone must be giving him some stank as he's kind of throwing his hands out like, what do you want me to do? I don't know what they're talking about, but
1-0 pitch in there for a ball, 1-1 the count.
A lot of sad bars in these games.
1-1 delivery on the way. That's fouled off and hits nearly the top of the hitting facility there, right in the middle.
The Andrew Road Truck Memorial Facility.
Yeah, I saw down the southern part of the state, some fans that got ejected. I believe the Cabell Midland game.
The 1-2 delivery that nearly hits him and nearly hits me. If the net wasn't there, it would have hit me.
He didn't drop the bat; it was right over his head, and he didn't drop the bat. Caught the back of the bat. He caught the bat behind his head for a strike. So,
what are the odds of that? How many times do you see that in a ball game? 2-2
2
delivery from Buber on the way. That one, low for a ball, brings the count full at 3-2. Sonovich tried to frame it.
Had Kinsler hopping, had Buber hopping. Both was waiting on the call. Of the wind howls here.
Full count delivery on the way. That one is a called strike 3. Down goes Kinsler when he thought he was going to first for a walk.
It was definitely close. Probably too close to keep your bat on your shoulder there, but I had thought it was outside.
Now up to the plate.
It's kind of tough for us to tell.
C.L. Baker put that right arm out and drew it behind him.
Noah Carter at the plate. First pitch to him bounces to the backstop. Noah Carter hit that walk-off in that first game here of the season back at the end of March in the extra innings ball game between these two teams.
Carter got a little pink wrap on his bat.
1-0 delivery in there for a ball, 2-0 the count.
Just missed there. Good pitcher's pitch. Trying to nibble that corner down and away. Other than the ball that got away from him, he got a strike there on Kinsler. He's pretty much pinpointed the pitches.
2-0 delivery in there for a strike. Brings the count to 2-1 here. 1 out. Bottom 2. Jefferson on top 1-0. They got an early run in the first inning to lead this do-or-die ball game. Winner heads to the Class AAA state championship next week in Charleston. That one hit on in to right foul territory. That one is going to hit the ground right in the bullpen area of Jefferson, but not played there by Morris.
Really tailed away there. First I thought it was going to be a playable, but that wind really took it, carried it over into the right field line and over into that gravel area, and it bounced over the fence, foul. Bounced over the foul fence, not the outer fence.
2-2 now the count here. Noah Carter back into the box. 1 out. Bottom 2. Jefferson up 1-0. The 2-2 delivery on the way. And pulled the bat back in time. It's a full count, 3-2 now.
Good miss. I mean, you had him thinking, and that's where you want to be at. You don't want to find too much of the plate with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch from Buber. That one hit on into center field. Coming in on it is Canby, and they'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Daquan Shipe to the plate.
Canby, not to bring up old news, but he misplayed that ball early in the game in the last game, and Noah Carter's walk-off kind of cut off his glove right there, so it's good to see Canby find some confidence early out there. He's just the confines here of Jefferson just hasn't been good to him.
First pitch into Shipe is a strike. Shipe on the season, a .242 hitter.
Quam drove in the run last night, had a hit and run base hit also, so swung the bat well last night.
Swung on and hit into foul territory. Edwards tried to go find it again. Another foul hits the top of the training facility over there.
Yeah, Daquan threw last night. Short started him, ended up in left field, but he was an integral part of the offense last night. So hitting for him, we've seen him play left field and get DH for. We've seen him pitch and get DH for, but we've also seen him do both and hit for himself. So he's All right, now he's seeing the ball pretty well.
The 0-2 delivery from Buber. That one inside, high or low and tight there.
Threw a curveball at him and tried to get it to break back over for a called strike 3. Daquan almost wore it.
1-2, 2 outs. That one in the zone for a called strike 3. Buber gets out of the inning. 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning as Martinsburg looks to get some offense going. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series. Game 3, winner go home on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back at 60.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Back to Seger Field here. Top 3. Lupus, Zittel, Asanovich due up. The bottom 3 in the order for Martinsburg. In this 1-run ball game, Jefferson gets the early run in the bottom of the 1st inning. It could be a big run here. It's been very tight games, pitchers' duels for the most part this whole season.
Well, 1 run's been enough to at least tie every game, so, for the most part.
First pitch in to Michael Lupus, outside for a ball.
Anything over that generally gets you the win, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So far in this series.
Yeah.
1-0 delivery into Lupus. Lupus hits that over to Kinsler. Kinsler will throw over to Roberts for the first out of the inning. On a 3 ground out.
Pitch count here are really low. Both pitchers throwing the contact. 21 pitches so far, 22 for Horowitz. First inning was a little rougher on Buber. He's at 34, but both are pretty efficient at the moment.
First pitch to Jake Zittel. He fouls that one off to the right side.
Jake Zittel's got some of his football teammates here cheering him on. That'll give him a little lift, a little confidence. Center for the football team.
Zittel had 2 RBIs last night on ground out double plays. The 0-1 delivery to him. That one hit up the middle. Kinsler gets the ball and he throws again over to Roberts for the second out of the inning. Again, a 6-3 ground out there. And generally, that's where you see Zittel hit, makes contact. Just maybe a little bit harder, maybe it would have gone in the center field.
The oddest thing, you've seen the newspaper this morning, Rick Kozlowski picked up on it. He swung the bat 3 times last night and recorded 6 outs during his at-bats, 3 double plays. A 4-6-3, a 6-4-3, and then the sacrifice fly that went into right field that Canby tried to score on an unconventional double play. So 2 RBIs on 3 double plays.
First pitch in to Asanovich was a strike. Then he'll hit that one to the second baseman, Cienfuegos, and he'll complete the out to Roberts for the 4-3 ending ground out. Will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning after this 60-second break on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Perfect after 3.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009 or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Bottom of the third inning, Jefferson on top 1-0 after getting an early run in the bottom of the first inning. Due up for them, the 9-1-2 hitters Cienfuegos, Bailey, and Wabnitz.
Cienfuegos in their victory was on base 2 out of 3 times, got walked a couple of times. Yesterday he was tremendous at second base defensively, so the young man's finding his own here in this Jefferson lineup, and is in a way to any way at all he can help his team. So competitor, we've seen some passion out of him. We've seen the first game with Jefferson, how passion he got at Martinsburg.
First pitch into Cienfuegos in there for a called strike 1.
And emotions ran high that night when he, after the game, going through the line with Cienfuegos. So very competitive young man.
Second pitch in there is a ball, brings the count even at 1-1.
Yeah, and obviously, in the lineup for his defense, but he's found ways to get on base in this series.
Yeah, I am.
1-1 delivery in there for a ball.
I'm huge on. I really think it's a big thing for your 7, 8, 9 guys to have good on base percentage. You don't necessarily have to have the greatest batting average, but they need to get on base, like you say.
2-1 delivery fouled off, brings the count even at 2-2.
And he does that. I mean, his batting average that we are given here, that it's in black and white. It's not the greatest by any means, but his on base percentage, he's pushing 400. It's 4 out of 10 times he's on base, and then you see what's up behind him. So that's just something that really works for Jefferson.
2-2 delivery, that one outside, and I guess they called it a strike. They try to complete the strikeout, and they will. I didn't think that was in the zone. I thought that was going to be a ball, but all right, completed the strikeout. If you call it that, right?
Well, he nearly increased that on base percentage on a strikeout. So,
yeah.
Good hustle down the line, but
struck out. I think Masanovic dropping it made it look worse than what it was. It was an inside curveball that come back across. Masanovic kicked away from his glove, but not far enough.
Now Bailey at the plate. Ball goes behind him.
He almost took one in the backside.
And Bailey led off the game with a single, and he came around to score.
He wanted to wear it, but he couldn't get out there far enough. He'd had to back up to get to wear that one.
1-0 delivery from Buber. That one swung on and hit over to the second baseman, and it gets him at first. The throw from Oviedo to Edwards gets him 2 outs now in the inning on the 5-3 ground out.
4-3.
Excuse me, 4-3.
Buber's cleaning it up here a little bit. Oviedo, the freshman out there, let the ball get there.
I couldn't even see Oviedo with Asanovic standing up there.
And he was playing a little bit deep. Connor seen it, Bailey seen it out of the box, and he was trucking the whole way. He only got him by half a step.
And out of the plate, Sam Wabnitz, who singled in advance to second on the throw.
Yeah, that was a big play. That's what get Jefferson his run. Connor Bailey's baseball IQ there, and hustle is what has Jefferson on the board right now.
First pitch was a ball. Second one, he swings and misses to bring the count even at 1-1.
And Wabnitz did it on an 0-2 pitch, so that was 2 mistakes from Martinsburg. Part 1, catching too much of the plate with 0-2, and then 2, not charging the baseball out there on the left, knowing that Bailey's going to take off.
Wabnitz going old school with the no gloves, and that one chopped into right field, so he'll get on again. Another base hit for him. Back-to-back base hits for Wabnitz. Now to the plate is the pitcher tonight, Griffin Horowitz, who hit the sac fly in the first inning to score the run.
Yeah. Wabnitz doing a great job tonight with 2 out hitting there, and Did a great job earlier with some 2-strike.
First pitch there into Horowitz, low for a ball. 1-0 the count here, 2 outs. Jefferson on top, 1-0. Runner on first in Wabnitz, who singled just a moment ago. That one hit by Horowitz over to the shortstop, Clement. Clement ends up running over to get the out at second, and he does so. That will end the bottom of the third inning. We'll head to the fourth inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball here. Region 2 Championship Series winner-go-home game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top 1-0. Top of the fourth inning. Due up for Martinsburg. Clement, Sifford, and Morris. Clement struck out looking his first time up in the first inning. Here is Horowitz so far putting up zeros.
Perfect through 3. 26 pitches, 20 of them for strikes.
That's why Coach Lowry Sr. went with Griffin Horowitz.
A couple of strikeouts, thrown to contact, a lot of soft contact to the infield. A 5-3, a 5-3, 6-3, 6-3, and a 4-3, and a couple of flyouts, a couple of strikeouts. See what the lineup can do the second time through.
Hudson Clement in the box. He swings and misses at the first one.
Catching some flack from the stands. He takes it and gives it just like anybody. So,
that one inside brings the count even at 1-1 near the knees.
Watch Griffin come to the set before sometimes the batter gets in the box. Sometimes he'll come to that point before the batter gets in the box.
Yes. The 1-1 delivery on the way. Clement contacts that one to Kinsler. Kinsler will throw over to Roberts for the first out of the inning there on the 6-3 ground out. Another 6-3 ground out.
I mean, Kinsler's as good as it gets out there. You hit it there, you're pretty much out. I mean, he stayed back and made plays, went in the hold and made plays, double plays yesterday. That was a charge where he had to come get the baseball and throw it off the run. Just a tremendous shortstop there.
Sifford in the box. First one into him is a called strike.
Got the Pavanelli comes in, makes a few plays as when Griffin vacates that area. So Jefferson's defense solid tonight.
Second pitch into him, low and outside for a ball. Brings the count even at 1-1 here in a do-or-die game. Winner will advance to the Class AAA state tournament in Charleston next week. Jefferson on top 1-0. The 1-1 delivery on the way. That one outside for a ball. 2-1 the count.
Jefferson yet to give up any free bases. Martinsburg with one error, no free bases either. So
2-1 delivery on the way. Swinging and missing is Sifford, makes the count even at 2-2.
Jefferson out hitting Martinsburg 3 hits to none.
2-2 delivery on the way. That's high. Luckily, Sifford able to bend down there and get out of the way. That was a head-high ball.
That was a fastball, too. Submarined it, and it was right at his forehead. Full count here.
Payoff pitch from Horowitz. That one swung on over to Pavanelli at third. He'll throw over to Roberts at first for the 5-3 ground out. Horowitz continues to make quick work of this Martinsburg lineup.
34 pitches. He has already went 3 2/3.
35 now.
35, so he's got plenty of pitches. Might not have to worry about seeing that bullpen unless Martinsburg somehow or another can put together a big inning, run that pitch count up.
Isaiah Morris in the batter's box. He gets that one Over to Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos will throw to Roberts. That'll end the top of the fourth inning as Martinsburg again goes down 1-2-3 there on the 4-3 ground out. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning with Jefferson due up to bat, trying to extend this lead 1-0. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Heffley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Heffley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Heffley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Heffley Motor Company, so you should too.
Welcome back to Sager Field. Jefferson on top 1-0. Bottom of the fourth inning here, due up for the Cougars. The 4, 5, 6 hitters, Roberts, Hefner, Kinsler. Roberts struck out his last time up in the first inning to end the inning. He got the start on the mound in game 1, where the Cougars got the 3-1 victory. And Nick, you talked to him and you alluded me into this. Even if he was available, he wouldn't pitch today because he only pitches once a week. That's what he told Coach Lowry Sr. coming into the season as he gets ready to go play football for Shepherd in the fall.
Yeah, he wants to take care of his arm, so makes sense. He said he would throw the whole 110 if he has to or is able to, but only once a week for Sammy Roberts this season.
The first two pitches are balls. The 2-0 delivery here from Buber. That one a little low, brings the count to 3-0.
You don't want to put the lead off on here. If you're Martinsburg, Jefferson looking to get base runners any way at all. They're very unselfish at the plate.
3-0 delivery from Buber. That one catches the zone for a strike. 3-1 now the count.
Buber for a sophomore is just throwing a tremendous game, up to this point. So, have him as your 2 or 3 guys. Just
3-1 delivery. That one's low and outside for a walk. Sammy Roberts will walk to first base. Another base runner for the Cougars.
Right now the difference was that Connor Bailey aggressive base running that allowed him to get that run across.
First free base of the night as they give Connor Bailey, Wobnitz the base, Bailey the base hit early in the game.
And a bunt coming from Hefner there fouls that one off. Hefner 4-3 ground out his first time up.
Yeah, that coaches just do not like it when they don't put the bunt down. You can see Coach Lowry looking at him in a little disgust there. The ball's right down the middle and he didn't get it down. It's something we've seen in this series from both sides, some missed bunt opportunities.
The 0-1 delivery from Buber. That one popped up as Buber makes the diving catch for the second out of the inning. What a great diving catch there by Buber coming from the pitcher's mound. Caleb Edwards also making the dive. He's slow to get up, but he gets back up there. That was an amazing diving play by the pitcher.
I was looking for Edwards to make the shot at, and all of a sudden I see his glove come into play, and here come Buber. I think he got him on the hand maybe, or as he rolled across, got his thumb. Not sure.
Well, one thing worse than not getting it down is popping it up on the bunt.
Yeah, not getting anything done. So, that's not going to get him anywhere. But that'll get him a little bit of hot water with the coaches there, not getting the bunt down. And as a coach myself, it drives you crazy. You get a base hit, you get a walk, a free base, you can't move them over, and that's just a lost art. It seems sometimes these days to get the bunt down.
Plate Kellen Kinsler, he pops that one up, and Asanovich looking, and that goes into the stands there, nearly caught by a fan. pops out, or pop fly for the first, or excuse me, fouls out of play.
If the fan catches it, the Savannah Bananas, that's an out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Depends on what team you're rooting for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is right, yeah.
Fan participation.
0-1 count here into Kellen Kinsler, who struck out looking his first time up. Roberts at first. And the 0-1 delivery there catches the corner of the zone for a strike, brings the count to 0-2.
Roberts no big threat to steal over there. I thought they might hit and run maybe, something to that effect, but they're going to play traditional baseball here.
0-2 delivery, 1 out. That one swung on and hit by Kinsler. Double play ball is Clement now over to Edwards, but can't make the play over at first, so it'll be a fielder's choice. Roberts out, the lead runner out of the inning. Now 2 outs in the inning as Kellen Kinsler reaches on the fielder's choice.
Yep, so they've got that leadoff guy on, and then the bunt that went up in the air, and then the fielder's choice here almost turned into a double play. When you get that bunt down, that takes that play out, and that would force that would have moved the runner over to third and would have forced Oviedo to make a long throw from the hole. So, a lot of things happen when you don't get the bunt down. We can't look into the future, of course, but what may or might not have been. But
and going on the pitch there was Kinsler, but they did call a timeout.
Kinsler was moving. He'll have to go back now. So
now they know he's going.
Something Carter probably shouldn't have done.
And he just gave it up.
But he had stayed there long enough. He called timeout and got it. Seen Cienfuegos try that last night with Huffmaster, not get the call, and end up getting a strike called on him as he backed out of the box.
And Buber will throw over to Edwards to check the runner to Kinsler. He gets back in time.
That's just something that you'll learn with age, that when he's going like that.
Noah Carter at the plate here. First pitch yet to be thrown to him. He lined out prior, and that one again they try to throw over, and Edwards just keeps the glove there as Kinsler kind of gets up and around.
Kinsler walked it up.
But Carter lined out to center field his first time up. As Kinsler really getting into the head of Buber. The first pitch to him there is high and inside there, right near the hands.
Yeah, so if Kinsler, if we get the bunt down, you get Kinsler hitting the ball up the middle. It's behind the runner. He advanced into third, so now you're sitting with 2 outs, a man on third, so there's 2 outs, a man on first. So that's why the small things that don't show up in the box are big in the coach's eyes.
1-0 delivery there, high and inside again, brings the count to 2-0 here, 2 outs. Bottom 4, Jefferson on top 1-0.
Part of it is that Buber's now kind of in a slide step. He's getting to the plate quick as he can, trying to keep Kinsler at bay over there.
2-0 delivery on the way. That one catches the zone for a strike call, 2-1 the count.
Great pitch. Not sure if it's hittable, unless you're going to tuck them hands in and drive it. But he hit.
Yeah. Kinsler on first here, 2-1 count, 2 outs. Bottom 4, delivery on the way. That one in the other batter's box for a ball, brings the count to 3-1. Saw that a few times the other day here with Caleb Edwards.
Yep. Just kind of carries the ball a little too long. You lose his release point there. Runners will get after you, get in your psyches going.
Kinsler goes again, and it's a ball. Walks Carter. 2 walks in the inning now. Runners on first and second to the plate. Daquan Shipe struck out looking his first time up in the second inning.
Buber's at 61 pitches now. Going to get a mound visit. First 2 free bases of the game for either team, as we haven't recorded any errors, any stolen bases at this point. Any hit by pitches.
Yes,
going to get a pinch runner, here. Number 7.
Ty Vickers.
Ty Vickers.
So Jefferson going ahead, even with 2 outs, going ahead and using that pinch runner there for Noah Carter. Should they do that again, Noah would have to come out later in the game.
Well, Daquan Shipe at the plate, too, had a pretty good game last night with the sacrifice RBI. That could have definitely been a hit, but it was an excellent play by Jordan Canby. And
that was a game-changing play for sure. And
had that hard hit ground ball.
If Daquan gets that ball down the way he can run, that would have put some crooked numbers up early for Jefferson.
Yep. Now to the plate, Daquan Shipe struck out looking in the second inning. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom 4. Swinging and missing on the first pitch there is Shipe. You want to take that one out of the park.
Oh, that was a half-ass ball that must have looked really good to him because he took a hack at it.
0-1 the count, 2 outs. Kinsler and now Ty Vickers on first, pinch runner for Noah Carter. The 0-1 delivery to Shipe, that one low and outside for a ball, brings the count to 1-1.
Starting to get a few shadows on the field. His lights are on.
This do-or-die game here. Winner will advance to the Class AAA state tournament next week in Charleston. And fouling that one off is Shipe, now 1-2 count.
Big curveball there. Shipe's got to wonder, he's going to come up with a half-ass ball here. He's going to come with another curveball. He did a great job yesterday, swinging the baseball bat, so it translates into seeing the ball pretty well.
1-2 count here, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Jefferson already up 1-0. The 1-2 delivery from Buber. That one swung on and chopped over to Oviedo. He'll throw over to Edwards to complete the out. We'll end the bottom of the 4th inning after 2 runners were on. We'll head to the 5th inning already after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball, the Class AAA Region 2 Championship Series, Game 3, do or die. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top, 1-0. Martinsburg trying to get their bats to come alive here. Top 5 due up for the Dogs. Edwards, Buber, Canby, your 4, 5, 6 hitters. As we're getting late into the ball game, 9 outs remaining for the Bulldogs and their life this season left.
Yeah, so far Griffin Horowitz perfect. You don't want to say it, but he definitely hasn't given up a base runner as of yet. Lots of ground outs to the middle of the infield, and just did a tremendous job so far. Martinsburg has to crack that code at some point and try to get someone on base, get something going. It doesn't appear that he's going to give it any bases, so
Caleb Edwards now to the plate, and first one from Horwitz there bounces in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 the count.
The last 6 outs recorded have been a 6-3, 6-3, 4-3, 6-3, 5-3, 4-3. So 6 straight outs. The ball hasn't left the infield, and he's thrown to contact. 37 pitches, and we're only in the 5th inning.
The 1-0 delivery on the way. That's high for a ball. 2-0, and now they'll talk things over at the mound as Hefner will walk out there. That's 2 kind of very different pitches. One that hits the dirt and one that's way too high.
Yeah.
Could be a little concerning if that continues.
Yeah, Hefner did a great job going out and talking to him. Jefferson does a good job of being proactive, trying to offset problems. A lot of times you see coaches or catchers wait till the pitcher gets into a big jam. But Jefferson's a little, if anything they've taught me is to as a coach is to be a little more proactive with your pitchers.
2-0 delivery outside for a ball, 3-0 the count. Caleb Edwards, the first baseman tonight. Edwards grounded out 5-3 in the second inning. This is his second plate appearance. 3-0 delivery from Horowitz. That one in the zone for a strike, 3-1 the count.
We know Horowitz can come back from 3-0 because we see him do it with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Yeah.
So, his control, he can throw a strike pretty much on command, it seems like.
3-1 delivery on the way. Another strike brings the count full at 3-2.
He's got to be setting on a fastball here.
3-2 delivery on the way. That one swung on and hit into right field. And there goes the no-hitter. Caleb Edwards in there with a single to right center field. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs have a little offense.
You got to wonder if they're going to pinch run here, and see what they can do, take their chance. It looks like Coach Ballard is going to find a pinch runner. Nobody out. Here comes, looks like Everhart is going to come in and run, possibly. Probably, I would assume that would possibly
Keegan Everhart.
Put Boober in a bunt situation, maybe. So, again, both teams opting to go to a pinch runner early. Sometimes you'll wait a little later, but the way Horowitz is throwing, you never know. You might not get another at bat. You know? So, Martinsburg's going to take their chances now with a pinch runner, and then we're going to see Boober come up and in a possible bunt situation, see what they're going to do here.
He'll try to help himself out here. Boober lined out to left field to Daquan Shipe in the second inning. That one in there for a strike, 0-1 the count.
We're seeing these guys are taking pitches.
Oh, they'll throw back to get Everhart, nearly get him there. He gets back just in time.
Yeah, he got snuck off the base there, but did a good job of staying back. He's get kind of a one-way lead there.
The 0-1 delivery to Boober. He'll put the bunt down, or bat down for the bunt now. The count 0-2 as he fouls that one off.
Twice now we've seen both teams not be able to execute the bunt. Yesterday we've seen how effective it was.
Yeah.
And it just changes the inning. See what he can do now at 0-2, but you're down 1-0. You need to help yourself there and get a job done.
They'll throw it back over to Everhart again to check him.
I don't think Everhart would be stealing here, down a run with nobody out. But they're going to keep him at bay here. He's not even he's got a one-way lead.
That one high, near head high outside or inside. 1-2 the count.
Maybe the thought process is too, a younger player on the base paths might make a mistake.
Yeah, he almost. Earlier he threw over. He threw pretty hard.
1-2 delivery. That one swung on and hit to Kinsler at short. They'll get one, but not be able to get the other at first. So fielder's choice. Everhart out at second. Now swap base runners there as Boober. He'll probably get the courtesy runner, and he will.
Here comes Grove. Great play once again by Kinsler. Went all the way in the hole, threw across that throw that you throw across your body. He did dunk it a little bit, but Cienfuegos on the other end of it picked it. So great play by both those young men once again as they continue to flash the glove here in this series.
Jordan Canby now at the plate is Isaac Grove, the courtesy runner for Carson Boober. The pitcher tonight. First pitch in to Canby, hits into left field. Now back-to-back base runners here for the Dogs here with one out in the top of the fifth inning. Great piece of hitting there just past Pavanelli at third base into left field.
Here comes Hefner out to talk to Horowitz a little bit, probably because they finally got a man on second base. So they're going to talk about the signals. Making sure that Everhart doesn't give the signal back to Lupus. So they might change it up a little bit here since Martinsburg's first runner at second. You can certainly look in and see the signal. So
first pitch there to Lupus, in there for a strike. 0-1 the count.
Big curveball starting. He would have started at his shoulders and
you see 2 base hits now in this inning for Martinsburg and 2 runners on, 1 out. Need to get something going offensively here.
They got a tall task with Griffin on the mound, as he's a shutdown kind of guy.
But I believe he's thrown the most pitches he's thrown in an inning so far.
No doubt.
1-1 delivery to Lupus. That one swung on, hit into shallow left center field. Coming in on it is Wabnitz. Ball kind of moved around there in the wind, so 2 outs now for Martinsburg. On the fly out to center field. Jake Zittel up to the plate, grounded into a 6-3 ground out, his first time up there in the 3rd inning. Right there to the shortstop, right where he likes to hit there. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. First one from Horowitz into Zittel is high for a ball, 1-0 the count.
Horowitz loses the no-hitter, still has a shutout intact, and still has that 1-run lead. And Martinsburg needs to take advantage of the runners in scoring position here.
Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 the count.
7 outs to go, and a golden opportunity here.
1-1 delivery to Zittel, swinging and missing for the strike 2. 1-2 count here as timeout. Coach Byler will go down and talk to Zittel. Here with 2 outs, and best opportunity for them to score a run so far here is the no-hitter. There was a no-hitter, perfect game through the 4 innings. It's 2 base hits now in this inning, 1 from Edwards, 1 from Canby.
Even with all this going on, he's only at 53 pitches.
The 1-2 delivery to Edwards, that one outside for a ball, 2-2 the count. The Jefferson faithful did not like that call.
He kind of stands back, away from the plate some side. Outside, he's a little susceptible to that pitch anyway. And Jefferson sees it.
2-2 delivery, foul tipping it. To the backstop goes the foul tip. 2 outs, runners on first and second here in the top of the 5th inning.
These 3 games have just been unbelievable competition. Just 2 teams fighting.
And Zittel hits that into shallow right field. Coming in on it is Bailey. He'll make the catch. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning as Martinsburg finally able to get runners on the bases with 2 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Series Game 3 on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Sager Field here, bottom of the 5th inning. Jefferson on top, 1-0. They are inning and a half away from advancing to Charleston for the state tournament for back-to-back seasons.
We're only an hour into this game. It's flying by, 64 minutes into it, hour and 4 minutes. And here we are in the bottom of the 5th as these 2 pitchers are locked up in a battle. 1-run game, just what we thought it was going to be like. That's like every game has been like, and the difference is the aggressiveness of Beetle Bailey there, going from second to third on that base hit.
First pitch into Cienfuegos, that's hand high inside for a ball, 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch low and inside for a ball. 2-0 now the count.
Neither pitch looked too bad, but both missed. Cienfuegos makes himself a tough out.
2-0 delivery on the way. That one low and outside. 3-0 the count.
Cienfuegos the 9-hitter. If he gets on, then you have to face Bailey, Wabnitz, Horowitz, and Roberts with the runners on.
3-0 delivery. That one skips to the backstop. A walk there by Buber.
4-pitch walk. And the 3-0 pitch was really bad, so a little concern, of course, for Martinsburg. Jefferson here with a golden opportunity. Will they bunt Bailey here? More than likely, it's that situation. Traditionally, you would, but he's been hot. But he does have speed, so he can maybe bunt for a base hit if he can handle the bat to that point.
As Buber looks over to check the runner. And first pitch in there, low for a ball. It's 5 straight balls now.
Maybe wait on him to throw a strike. Yeah, I think Nick was going to say might wait till you see if he can throw a strike before you give yourself up.
Especially if one were to get past, and Cienfuegos could take second.
1-0 delivery to Bailey. That one in the zone for a strike. Called strike here. 1-1 the count.
See what happens here now.
1-1 delivery to Bailey, high and inside for a ball as Bailey shuffled to get out of the way.
Coach Lowry Sr. is wanting Bailey to bunt and give himself up. He's going to let his hitter hit here. He's going to force Buber to throw the ball across the plate at this point, it looks like.
2-1 delivery to Bailey. That one swung on, hit into right center field. Coming in on it is Canby, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. On a fly ball to right center field.
Guess after having a little trouble in this outfield a couple games, maybe he's got rid of that a little jinx that was on him here. Seeing the ball well tonight. The other day the weather was crazy. The night the walk-off, it was dark out that night, so tonight nice and bright, sunny.
First pitch,
seeing the ball well.
There to Wabnitz, head high, neck high. Gets him out of the way, 1-0 the count. Buber now pitch 74.
He has that cross on his, like an X there. I think Buber thought it was a target. It come right up in his eye level.
Runner on first and Cienfuegos. To the plate is Buber. On the 1-0 delivery, makes that now a 2-0 count as that one inside hip level, just below the hip.
Buber at 75 pitches now. Don't want to lose track of Cienfuegos over there. He'll time him up. He could take off.
2-0 delivery in there for a called strike one. 2-1 the count.
Wabnitz a big, tall, probably one of the tallest players in the lineup on both sides. Just an athletic young man. Handles the bat really well. Runs well. Great job out in center field.
2-1 delivery. That one swung on and hit over to Lupus, and he'll try to make the throw. That one over to hits the building over there or fencing. So runners advance now on the air. Now runners on second and third, 1 out.
Tough play there for Lupus. Do or die, come up, caught it loose, and it was a wide as soon as he caught it loose, because as soon as he threw, Edwards took off for the baseball up the baseline, and he had to give away to Wabnitz coming down the baseline as it found the fence over there. So both runners move up, second and third with Griff with Horowitz, cut 2 of the best hitters on the team coming up. So Buber's going to have to dig in here. Martinsburg brings the defense up.
Horowitz to the plate, first one in there. Called strike at the knees. Just above the knees.
Anything that would find the air in the outfield would score a run. Infield's up.
He's responsible for that last sacrifice fly, the only run in the ball game. The 0-1 delivery, that one swung on, hit into right field. Coming in on it is Morris. Coming now around to score is Cienfuegos. 2-0 Jefferson. here in the bottom of the 5th inning on another sacrifice fly from the pitcher Griffin Horowitz. He's got both tonight.
And Wabnitz moves up. So Jefferson's 2 outs. Man on third, as they have taken advantage of the error now. And Horowitz has given himself a 2-run cushion.
Personally, too.
Personally.
As Roberts to the plate. Struck out in the 1st inning, walked, and made it to second in the 4th inning.
And while it was a tough play for Lupus, that's one that of those mistakes that bounces Jefferson's way and could play a big factor in the outcome.
First
and
pitch there,
the fly ball out there was pretty much routine, but the wind played havoc and didn't allow Morris to get under it and get set for the throw home, so he had to gather himself after the catch.
Yeah, I thought for a second that was going to fall in because it kind of looked like he overran it a little bit.
He took off for right center, then he had to bail and reverse and come back, and he makes the catch, but then he's not able to set his feet to make a strong throw home.
2-0 delivery from Buber. That one hit into right field. Coming around to score now is Wabnitz. A 3-0 lead for Jefferson as they're on their way to advancing back to the state tournament next week in Charleston. 3-0 lead on an RBI single from Sammy Roberts.
Still a lot of baseball left, Spencer, but
yeah, Spencer.
Well, I mean, they're well on their way.
They're in position right now.
They've
been in position since early.
Yeah, we got 6 outs to go. We got 2 innings. Got a lot of baseball here. We don't want nobody tuning out.
And as we saw in that Musselman-Martinsburg game, it's not
like
over until...
But 3 is the key to win in this series.
Fair enough.
It has been.
First pitch in there.
We will give you that.
To Hefner. Here's a ball. 1-0 the count here. 2 outs. Hoover now at 83 pitches.
Great piece of hitting there by Sammy, just staying behind the baseball like he did the other night.
And they'll check. Fake the throw, does Asanovich. Almost caught me there.
Yeah.
I know he likes to fake the throws. I've known that all year. For some reason, thought he was going to throw that one.
Ball kind of carried him away from first. Probably the reason why he held it.
2-0 delivery. That one in the zone for a strike. 2 on the count here. 2 outs. Bottom 5. Jefferson's now extended its lead to 3-0. 2 runs in this inning. Sac fly from Griffin Horowitz and an RBI single moments ago from Sammy Roberts. That one back up the middle. Clement, he'll step on the second base to get the out in the end of the inning, but not before Jefferson adds 2 more insurance runs. Martinsburg now down to their final 6 outs. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning after this 60-second break. You're tuned into the Class AAA Region 2 Baseball Championship Do-or-Die Game 3 on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
High school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Sager Field here. Jefferson on top 3-0 after adding 2 insurance runs in the last half inning. Martinsburg due up to bat. 9-1-2 hitters in Asanovich, Clement, and Sifford due up here. Final 6 outs for the Dogs.
Yeah, Martinsburg walks the leadoff hitter, and that always seems to be a tough task to keep that guy from coming around to score in high school baseball. We see a lot in a lot of our broadcasts. The leadoff guy gets on a walk or an error, and he tends to come around to score. It's hard to keep that guy going, especially when you have the top of the order coming up right behind him. So, great job by Cienfuegos to get himself on base with all that power behind him and come around to score.
First pitch from Horowitz to Asanovich is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery from Horowitz. That swung on and fouled off his leg by Asanovich. This the last AAA region playing, as yesterday was the other games, as Bridgeport, George Washington, and Hurricane have all punched their ticket. That one hit over to Pavanelli at third. He'll throw over to Roberts. First out. Now Martinsburg down to their final 5 outs. Hudson Clement to the plate. Struck out looking in the first inning, and in the fourth inning grounded in a 6-3 ground out.
Horowitz has cruised, for the most part. Couple ground ball base hits that got through the infield. Other than that, he has just been dominant.
First pitch there to Clement. That's high for a ball. 1-0 the count. Delivery. That one low and inside. Does not catch the corner. 2-0 the count. On the 60th pitch. 61st pitch of the evening for Horowitz.
Just unbelievable efficiency for Horowitz.
2-0 delivery now high for a ball. 3-0.
He hasn't walked anyone yet, and here comes Coach Senior.
Well, we usually see this in the second, third inning, but obviously he cruised in those innings.
Yep.
Nobody warming, so he's just going to talk to him. Here as Clement will go over and talk to Byler.
This will be my last color analyst.
What about next year?
Broadcast for the year.
And thank you, Tripp, for joining us.
I've had
for
the
the
time of
season
my
slate.
life. Now I've had the time of my life.
Copyright, can't sing that. You're kicked off YouTube.
Can I sing Clowns to the left of me and Jokers to the right?
All right, back to baseball. 3-0 count from on Clement. Horowitz still pitching. 63rd pitch coming from him. That one out low and outside for a walk. First walk of the night for Horowitz.
First free base given by Jefferson all night.
As the
student section is happy to
Jefferson
see each
and
other.
Martinsburg faithful going back and forth.
I think the student section are happy to see each other as Horowitz comes up with another ball there, losing his command a bit. Martinsburg, as Coach Baller's telling Clement to
now you
stay
see
tight.
Now somebody's getting warm down there. Starting to.
Say it was
first pitch or second one in there for a strike.
Like it might be Morgan.
I mean, that's got to be who you go to in this situation. If you need to go to somebody. He's up. Now 2 straight strikes from Horowitz after 5 straight balls. 1-2 the count.
It would take a lot of trouble for me to pull Horowitz.
Yeah,
I'm
it
the
would.
coach, but I'm not the winningest coach in history. Maybe that's why.
Horowitz will throw over to try to get Clement at first, but he'll get back in time here. 1-2, 1 out. Jefferson on top, 3-0. As Clement will run, but that one's fouled off.
No real reason to run there other than to stay out of trouble. Down 3-0.
Try to
Traditionally,
not ground into a double play.
But traditionally, you don't. You play catch-up ball. You kind of go station to station. But when you got a 50 for 50 guy, I mean, you don't. Not everything's about the baseball Bible.
He'll go this time, and that will be a ball high, and he gets the jump now. 51 for 51 on the season as Hudson Clement. Unbelievable year on the base pass for the senior, committed as a preferred walk-on to play football at West Virginia University in the fall.
Got Coach Bowler over there telling him, do not steal third. That's
2-2 delivery. That one swung on and missed by Sifford. Strikeout number 3 on the night for Griffin Horowitz.
And that ball was up, and he knows it. Struck himself out there on a pitch that was up.
Now to the plate, Isaiah Morris, who has some power here with 2 outs. And Horowitz will step off as Kinsler tries to kind of declement to think he's going to throw back to him. First pitch now to Morris. That swung on and laced
just over
into
the
foul
bullpen
territory past the bullpen.
Trying to keep he's going to take out the reliever.
0-1 the count here, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning, Martinsburg down to their final 4 outs. Winner of this game goes to the Class AAA State Championship tournament next week. And Morris fouls that one off again. I think he fouled that off this side.
I'm not sure where it went. I think it got
his knee.
Got him on the knee. I was giving Coach Byler
thumbs up,
a little bit of a flack about wearing that sweatshirt tonight, but it's been his good luck sweatshirt. But I think I could use one now.
It might be not his good luck sweatshirt tonight because he didn't come in it. He was in his.
Is that what it was?
In his warm up earlier, in that windbreaker type. The 0-2 delivery to Morris, and he strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Horowitz, and he's having the time of his life coming off the mound as Jefferson now 1 inning away from headed back to the state tournament. We'll head to a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the 6th inning.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com.
NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com.
NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company.
We are now back, so sorry for those technical difficulties. A 6-3 ground out to start the inning on Kinsler. Then Noah Carter, a single in to center field. Right here, Daquan Shipe at a bat and a wild pitch that Sonovich able to keep in front of him. But we had a pinch runner there in Ty Duncan, and he's able to take second base, and now we've got a runner on second base, 1 out. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties.
Little dirt ball there. Let him move up. Noah Carter had a solid single into center field, and he was give away to the pinch runner.
1-0 delivery. That one in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1.
Should Jefferson push this run across, that would be huge, going into the 7th.
1-1 delivery. That one swung on, hit into right field. Going back on it is Morris. He'll make the catch. Running to third is Duncan. He'll get in there safely as the throw about 2 seconds too late on the fly out that moves over Ty Duncan. And they'll get the out.
They said he didn't
tag up in time. He didn't go back and tag up, so that'll end the inning on a double play. Because he didn't tag up. We'll head to the top of the 7th. 3 more outs left in Martinsburg's season if they can't do anything here. Down 3-0. We'll head to the top of the 7th after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to the Class AAA Region 2 championship game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Welcome back to Sager Field here, top of the 7th inning, final 3 outs. As Martinsburg's down to their final 3 outs here, down 3-0. Jefferson took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 1st inning on a sacrifice fly from Griffin Horowitz. Then in the 5th inning, he did the same thing. Sacrifice fly, brought in another run, and then Sammy Roberts, an RBI single to right field. That's how we're at 3-0 here. And due up for Martinsburg, Edwards, Buber, Canby.
Riley Morgan warming if they need him.
First one in there to Edwards is a called strike 1.
But obviously the way Horowitz has pitched, you don't anticipate that, but anything can happen here in the 9th or 7th.
The 0-1 delivery, that swung on and missed. 0-2 the count.
He's only had 73 pitches, so unbelievable efficiency here. You know, averaging just about 12 pitches an inning.
0-2 delivery from Horowitz, swung on, hit over to Kinsler. Kinsler will make the throw over to Roberts, and Jefferson now 2 outs away from advancing to Charleston on ground out. Carson Buber to the plate. The pitcher today for Martinsburg. 3 earned runs from him today, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed, 96 pitches for the sophomore. First pitch to him, high for a ball, 1-0.
Seeing why he's the co-EPAC player of the year here, as he's done it with the bat, done it on the mound, him and Chase Herndon, co-EPAC players.
1-0 delivery, that swung on and hit into left field, going back onto the Shipe. He'll make the catch. 1 out away from Charleston are the Cougars.
Ball was hit hard over there in that wind, but Shipe made the play.
And Martinsburg's last-ditch effort here, Jordan Canby, 1 for 2 today with a single into left field. 2 outs. Griffin Horowitz had a perfect game through 4, gave up 2 singles. Here as timeout called, Canby will walk down, meet Coach Byler halfway, and discuss what they want to do here.
Jefferson getting quite animated out
as
there.
They just want a shot. Get a runner on base, and you've got a shot to make this game continue a little bit. This chance coming out here from the Jefferson crowd. First one into him. Into Canby is a ball high.
Horowitz and Jefferson's defense has just been phenomenal tonight. Not much you can do.
1-0 delivery. That swung on and missed by Canby. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Jefferson on top 3-0. 1 out away from advancing to Charleston. Griffin Horowitz with the 1-1 delivery. That's high for a ball. 2-1 the count here. 2 outs. Jordan Canby at the plate. The 2-1 delivery. That's fouled off into the umpire. Here's the breeze picks up as the sun kind of goes away here. Says 73, but I feel like it's in the 60s right now.
It's cold. It's chilly. How about that?
Chilly. That's a great word.
Blustery. It's not cold up in them Jefferson stands. They are getting wound
Well,
up.
they're all standing, so.
Yeah. The student section is on their feet.
Griffin Horowitz ready for the pitch. 2-2, 2 outs. And that's called a ball low and outside here. Brings the count full to 3-2. Horowitz now thrown 82 pitches. And that one fouled off on the 3-2 pitch. So Canby will keep the Dogs alive here.
Griffin Horowitz responsible for 2 runs tonight. 3-2 delivery. That one swung on into center field. Going back onto this Wabnitz. And Jefferson is your AAA Region 2 champions for back-to-back years, with a 3-0 victory over Martinsburg in Game 3 as the number 3, the key in this series. Each game won with a total of 3 runs by the winning team as they celebrate there to the right of second base. And Griffin Horowitz, you want to just give it to him right now?
Yes, for sure.
Griffin Horowitz, the WVU Medicine Player of the Game, getting it done on the mound as they're going to try to go for the Gatorade bath here. And it doesn't look like...
Are they going to shake hands?
I don't know. Wabnitz wants to. The only guy for Jefferson going to do it. As they all come back here.
Not sure what's going on there as Jefferson kind of ran off to the right corner. But anyway, great game. Jefferson comes here through the line now. Here they come. They're all shaking hands. Great job. Wabnitz, just handshake and a hug.
And a great series that went 3 games.
Yeah, it was a great series, a great job, just an unbelievable series. We're going to have a great state rep either way, and Jefferson's certainly going to go down and represent this area. And see Edwards giving the guys a big hug and a handshake as Martinsburg has fought tooth and nail against a perennial powerhouse. The only other team to win beat the team in West Virginia is Martinsburg and Washington. So just a huge series here, just a great series.
And Jefferson gets the 3-0 win in Game 3 to advance to Charleston next week to be the 4th and final ticket punched. We'll be back after this 2-minute break for the post-game show. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, The Heffley Motor Company, The Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Gets the win 3-0, and they advance to the Class AAA State Tournament next week at Appalachian Power Park in Charleston, as they've won the Class AAA Region 2 in back-to-back seasons. Trip. We're now in the postgame show as hardball was played, and now it's time for the postgame show brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience, accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. And Trip, as I mentioned there to end the game, 3, the big magic number in this series.
Yeah, 3's been the number. I mean, every time a team loses, they score a run, and 3-1, 3-1, 2-1. But you've got to score runs to win these games, and you can't make mistakes. not a lot of mistakes made on either side tonight. Very clean baseball. Jefferson just out-hit Martinsburg tonight, and even though Buber pitched a heck of a game, for a sophomore, an unbelievable game. He just was out-pitched by the EPAC co-player of the year, and just slightly the edge to the senior Griffin Horowitz, who just went perfect through 4, give up a couple hits there in the 5th, and shut that down with a couple flyouts, a couple strikeouts in the 6th, and then come in a 1-2-3 7th, and that ended Martinsburg's run. Jefferson just continues to retool each year, and hats off to that program. And they're just a phenomenal team who showed, that they can win it in multiple ways with their bats. They can win it with their pitching, and they can certainly win it with their defense. Certainly have a A+ in their pitching, A+ in their defense. I don't think you would give them an A+ in their offense this year, but knowing that they play small ball and they play good defense, they throw strikes, and so they are able to win these tight games, and they're going to be a great state representative down in Charleston for this region too.
They definitely will. Now we'll get into your game summary, brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-08 or 09, or go to fmiwv.com. Started in the 1st inning as aggressive base running there by the Cougars. Gets them a run on a Griffin Horowitz sacrifice fly, and you got to go all the way to the 5th inning. And then again, another sacrifice fly from Griffin Horowitz, and then an RBI single to right field for the first baseman, Sammy Roberts. That's the 3-0 lead there in the eventual win. And Martinsburg, though they got those first 2 hits there in the 5th inning, it's just kind of seemed to be their bugaboo this postseason, is when they lose games in the postseason, they just can't get those hits when they got runners on base.
Yeah, offensively they struggled. 5 out of 7 innings tonight, they went down 1-2-3. It's hard to get anything going that way. It's hard to coach, your team into, move runners or do anything, that may give you advantage as a coach. So, it was just basically Horowitz shutting down, Martinsburg's offense. 1-2-3 first, 1-2-3 second, 1-2-3 third, 1-2-3 fourth, 1-2-3 7th. Martinsburg had a little bit of a life there with a base hit by Edwards into the right field gap there, and then a base hit through the 6th hole by Canby, but then a couple flyouts. And you got to walk in the 6th, but other than that, that's the only 3 base runners that Martinsburg had all night long. You're not going to win any games like that. They did play pretty solid defense, and Carson Buber threw a really good game, as a lot of young men have come down here and threw good games, and Jefferson has just shut them out. So great defense. We've seen this from the outfield from both teams. We've seen an unbelievable double play combination from Cienfuegos and Kinsler, and J.J. Pomnelli come in, did a great job for Horowitz and for Sammy Roberts. Just a great team effort. Jaquan Shipe with a couple hits yesterday. So they just got production up and down, but no doubt that Griffin Horowitz earned his EPAC Player of the Year and proved that he deserved of that tonight, as he just dominated this game, dominated that Martinsburg lineup.
He definitely did here, as team comes away from their huddle there in right field, and
Martinsburg comes back from the huddle, dejected. Some of the Jefferson players are coming over, shaking hands.
And that's what you like to see at the end of the day.
Yeah, you want to see. That's Logan McCartney, come from a great baseball family, a great bunch of brothers there that's played. Dylan played here. You see Nicole Smith over there, Tanner Everton. A lot of good people on both sides, and the rivalry's over for this year. So, you'll see the sportsmanship now.
As we're awaiting Coach John Lowry Sr., back-to-back Region 2 champion winning head coach. So he'll pick up the headset here. I don't know where Nick disappeared to, but if Coach Lowry, can you pick up the headset and put it on?
Kind of face the camera there.
Yeah.
Hear us and face the camera, I guess.
We're now joined by Region 2 champion head coach John Lowry Sr. Back-to-back
there for you, and great night for you guys. Obviously, you decided to go with Horowitz on the mound, and not only did he perform on the mound, he also was responsible for 2 of the runs with those sacrifice flies.
Right. Well, he had a great night. I mean, he's a senior, like we've talked, and he's been in these kind of situations before, and he certainly went out and did a job for us tonight. But you got to tip your hat to those guys in the infield too. They made every play that needed to be made, and they made it. They made some really good high school baseball plays in the infield, and I'm proud of those guys, as I am the whole group. We got we were able to get a run in the first inning, and I think you can contribute that run to Connor, who's going from first to third on the base hit to left center, and that got a sacrifice fly, and of course then Sammy gets the key hit there, the driving and the insurance runs for us. One thing I do want to mention, we've played that team 5 times this year. And I think the combined score between the 5 games was 12-6. And if you divide 12 into that, that's 2 point something to 1 point something. So that gives testament to the defense on both teams and the pitching on both teams. It's a shame that only one of the 2 can go, but that's the nature of high school baseball, I guess, in this area. And a lot of good teams, and we just feel fortunate to survive.
Yeah, you survived that. Like you mentioned, your infield, I think 11 putouts from your infield. They played really clean tonight. No errors on your side. 5 1-2-3 innings. 80-some pitches by Griffin. Just a phenomenal performance there. Through the contact, got a few strikeouts when he needed them. For the most part, though, he threw the contact, and the defense just played phenomenal.
Well, I think the key, when we don't walk people, it keeps pitch count down. I think they knew that he was going to be across the plate, and they swung, and when the ball was hit, we made the plays, and that also kept his pitch count down. So, just a lot of factors that kind of go unnoticed or unseen or unthought about until they kind of emerge in that regard. But, he had some low-pitch innings because when the ball was put in play, we were able to get an out as a result, and he was throwing it across the plate. So those are two really two things that a coach really loves.
So you just to kind of move forward, just one little, we'll just talk about next week. But you may go in down there. Looks like the other 3 tickets have been punched, and there's going to be some good teams down there. Hurricanes a great team. Bridgeport's a great team, I believe.
George Washington,
a great team. So coming into this, I mean, we won't get to talk to you pretty much till then, maybe on the show. But do you know what your seedings will be down there?
I haven't heard that, no. Okay. And, of course, we were more concerned about just making sure we survived here tonight. But obviously Hurricane and Bridgeport are traditional programs. We've faced each of those 2 teams in the state tournament before. We played GW last year and had a 1-run game with them in the regular season, and they had a junior right-hander on the mound who was outstanding. So I'm sure that he's a senior this year. And one thing about the Panhandle teams, when we go down there, we're traveling 300 and some odd miles. We've got to leave a day early. We've got to sleep in strange beds. And Hurricane, they're going to sleep in their home bed. GW, they're going to sleep in their home bed. And I think Bridgeport travels down and back like a road game. So that's part of the challenge. That's the reason we try to travel some during the regular season, so that if this does happen, our guys, it's not a foreign experience to them. So we got a lot to look forward to. We got some preparation to make next week, and it's
3 games into it. Very few errors, very few mental errors. The team played solid. Like you said, it was a 3-game series. The best team there at the end comes out on top when you're able to have a 3-game series like that. A little bit different downstate, but you guys, your defense and your pitching was phenomenal, like you said, and it kept the scores down. And once you scored a couple of runs, it made it really tough on the other team. So hats off to you, preparation, and this team that you've created here is such a traditional baseball team. Unlike last year, that was kind of a powerhouse swinging team, but this team here plays just fun to watch them move the baseball, bunt the baseball, do the things that really are fun to watch and make plays and make phenomenal plays. Just a great team to watch. So congratulations to you, and hopefully you would get to come down and see you next week.
Okay, and again, I want to tip our hats to our girls who won the girls' state softball championship today. So that's been a great sports year for Jefferson High School all around. I mean, if you look at all their teams, they've had a lot of good fortune. So
all right,
thank
Coach,
you guys.
Congrats on the win, and thanks for joining us.
Okay, you're welcome.
We'll be joined momentarily by the WVU Medicine Player of the Game, Griffin Horowitz. as we await him. He's being interviewed for for the paper. So when you become Griffin Horowitz, you're a wanted man. Trip.
Yeah, he certainly did. Griffin Horowitz is a guy who was a first-team pitcher, second-team infielder.
And he's our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. And here he is, the player of the game. Dominant performance on the mound and able to help your team with those 2 sac flies tonight. How's it feel to go back to stage for back-to-back seasons?
It feels awesome. It's a great experience, and then just coming out here in the final game and getting the start, I was just super excited, a little nervous, but I just stuck with myself, and I was happy the way it came out.
Did you know you were perfect through 4?
I did. I had that in mind. Yeah. Then as soon as I left that double, I was like, oh well, yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. So shutout game against a great Martinsburg baseball team that's hard to keep off the bases, and then you come up and you had some really timely sacrifices there to give your team, give yourself and your team some cushion there, and you had a little bit of adrenaline pumping there in the last inning. And seen as Wobnitz catches the ball out, whereas as Daquan catches the ball out there, I've seen a little animation. You want to tell us what that is?
It's just our little outfielders, like 2-out signal or end of the game signal. They always do something fancy out there, but I always have faith in them that they're going to catch it. They are great out there, especially our outfielders are amazing. Daquan, Sam, and Beetle out there.
It was a great series. Your defense behind you was really good, and but not only that, but I mean we got to go back to game 1 when you come in and shut the door and those bases loaded. So not only, in my opinion, are you the EPAC or the West Virginia player of the game, but I think you're the player of the series. And I don't know if you know that you were selected as co-EPAC player of the year.
Oh no, sir, I didn't.
So you were selected co-EPAC player of the year with Chase Herndon. Your first-team pitcher, second-team infielder, and you share the co-player of the year with Chase Herndon, so congratulations on that as well.
Yes, sir, thank you.
And
good luck.
Next week, you'll be down in Charleston at Appalachian Power Park. The other 3 tickets were already punched. Bridgeport, George Washington Hurricane. Obviously, you guys were there last year. What are you guys going to take? You lost the game last year. What is it going to take this year for you guys to get over that hump and win the state championship?
Well, right now, that last game, we were the first time in a while that we went there. We were a little nervous, a little young, but this year we're coming back strong. We have good pitching staff, a little more depth in it, and as well as we are consistent hitting and just sticking with it, and then just keeping our heads in the game is all we need to focus on.
Great game tonight. Congratulations, and congratulations on your EPAC Player of the Year, all your accomplishments this year as a senior, and hopefully you go down there and finish it off with a state championship like the girls.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
That was our WVU Medicine Player of the Game, Griffin Horowitz. And we got one more thing to do. That is Game Stats, brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. We'll go line score, the box score, 0-2-1 for Martinsburg, 3-6-0 for Jefferson. Connor Bailey 1 for 3 this evening. Sam Wobnitz 3 for 3. Griffin Horowitz 0 for 1, but 2 RBIs on the night, those sac flies. Sammy Roberts 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Noah Carter 1 for 2 with a walk. And Griffin Horowitz 7 innings strong on the mound, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts on 84 pitches, 57 for strikes, facing 24 batters. Then a Martinsburg, 2 total hits, 1 hit from Edwards and 1 hit from Canby there in the inning. Carson Buber, the sophomore, who's pitched great all season long, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 96 pitches, 55 for strikes, facing 28 batters, and he's just a sophomore, Trip.
Yeah, he's going to be phenomenal for Martinsburg as he comes through. I'm sure Coach Bowers is so happy he's got him coming back next year, and he's got a lot of experience here pitching in regionals, sectionals, and it's just going to make him that much better. And this tough loss with just giving up a couple runs there is going to not sit well with him, and hopefully it'll
put some
make
fire
him more determined, fire him up, and get out there this summer and this winter, and continue to work on his pitching and hitting, and I just think he'll come back next year, a lot stronger, from this. He'll take away from this.
Definitely will. And here as we begin to wrap things up, Trip, I want to thank you for joining us all season long after the first game.
It's been something.
It's been fun to have you on the broadcast. Get the coach's perspective.
Yeah.
And, Nick and I, new here this year, you know a lot about these players, so it definitely helped us learn a thing or two about these players. But thanks for joining us all season as a color analyst, and we look forward to calling your Legion games this summer as
we appreciate
your coach.
that. Yep, and you guys can criticize me this summer. That'll be fun. Put Avery on play-by-play. He can say, "What the heck is Tripp doing out there?" But yeah, Legion's fun. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to play Legion. A couple from Jefferson, Martinsburg's going to have a few. So we look forward to doing that. But right now, we need to all get behind Jefferson, and then when they win a state championship next Saturday down Charleston, the following day we'll be in Frederick playing a doubleheader, and then we'll already be in our area play. On Wednesday, we'll go to Potomac State to play Riverside, which is Romney. So that's going to be a great season coming up with sort of like an EPAC all-star team. So that'll be fun to watch. And Jack Rasenweber will be back. Amy Gonzalez will be back from college, a few others. So a lot of big names in the area. And it'll be fun for you guys to cover and learn some more about these guys over the summer.
All right, well, that'll do it. So once again, your final score, Jefferson 3, Martinsburg nothing, and your Region 2 champions heading to Charleston next week to compete in the Class AAA State Championship Tournament, the Jefferson Cougars, and congratulations to the Jefferson Cougars Lady Cougars softball team today for getting the victory and winning the Class AAA Softball State Tournament for fabulous crew here today, that being our cameraman Avery Newport and Dylan Bishop, back in the studio Colin McLaughlin, Nick Verzolini, Tripp Tobin. I'm Spencer Dupuis saying so long, and we'll catch you tomorrow on the Sports Mix with potentially two big guests. And you'll hear from Colin next after this 2-minute break.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsater, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome into the post-game scoreboard show. Here is your post-game scoreboard show, brought to you by Modern Realty Results. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. Visit them at modernrealtyresults.com. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, as it's the Jefferson Cougars heading back to the state tournament in back-to-back years, defeating Martinsburg today by a final score of 3-0. Jefferson, 6 hits, no errors. Martinsburg, 2 hits, 1 error in the Cougars' 3-0 win over Martinsburg in the Game 3 winner-take-all between Jefferson and Martinsburg for the Region 2 championship. A big day for Jefferson High School as the softball team gets its first ever state championship with a 6-1 victory over John Marshall earlier today. The Lady Cougars down in South Charleston go 3-0 and are your state champions for Class AAA for the first time in program history. So congratulations to Coach Desiree Waters and the Lady Jefferson Cougars, who will come back to Jefferson tomorrow between 12 and 1 p.m. is what I was informed by Coach Waters, to have a celebration there at the high school. Over to the MLB now, score-wise. In the top of the 6th, it's the New York Yankees leading the Tampa Bay Rays 1-0. In the bottom of the 3rd, it's the Washington Nationals leading the Colorado Rockies 4-3. Also in the top of the 3rd, the Detroit Tigers lead the Cleveland Guardians 3-1. Top of the 3rd inning, it's the Phillies leading the Braves 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd, the Kansas City Royals and Minnesota Twins are tied at 0-all. In the bottom of the 1st, it's the Brewers leading the Cardinals 2-0. Final score, the Reds just absolutely dominate the Cubs 20-5. The Reds, the worst team in baseball, not today, with a 20-5 win. And other games that will go on today in the MLB at 8:10, it's the Red Sox against the White Sox. At 9:38, the Blue Jays take on the Angels. At 9:40, it's the Dodgers against the Diamondbacks. And also at 9:40, it's the Rangers taking on the Athletics. In the NBA, only one game today. It is Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. At 9 p.m. on TNT, it's the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors lead the series 3-1, so they can head to the NBA championship with a win tonight. And in the NHL, 2 games going on today, one already underway. At the end of the first period, the Rangers are tied with the Hurricanes 1-1 in Game 5, with the series tied at 2 apiece. And at 9:30 on ESPN, the Edmonton Oilers try to beat the Calgary Flames and head to the Western Conference Final as Edmonton leads the series 3-1. That is your post-game scoreboard show. I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. On the radio side of things, we'll send you over to the Washington Nationals game, where it's 4-3 Nats on top of the Rockies. We'll join that in progress. As for TV10, we'll send it to some cooking with Kresha before we get you the replay of tonight's Region 3 Championship, where the final score was Jefferson 3, Martinsburg 0. So good luck to Jefferson for the state tournament next week. We'll talk on the Sports Mix tomorrow with who they face. It'll either be Bridgeport, George Washington, or Hurricane. We'll talk about that and more on the Sports Mix at noon tomorrow on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.